Hey guys, this week's Myth Talk is going to be a little bit shorter than usual, but I wanted to make sure that I said a huge, amazing, colossal thank you to everyone who voted and commented and subscribed and liked and hit the buttons. You all hit the buttons and I'm really, really grateful. This week I wanted to discuss just how bad the gods are at mercy. We've seen a couple of examples of it already. In the last episode with Adonis, we saw his mother Smyrna be turned into a tree by Aphrodite, thinking that it might help the situation. And in our discussion of Dionysus and the Maenads, we saw 3 Maenad women turned into birds by Hermes in another act of mercy. Of course, they were then turned into bats by Dionysus because he didn't want them to have any mercy. Really, at that point, I don't think the women cared. They were crazy bird bat women by this point. I don't think they were aware enough of their surroundings in order to complain. But there are even more examples of the gods trying to be merciful all the way through mythology. Icarus, he and his father Daedalus were on the run. Daedalus had fashioned for himself and his son huge pairs of wings that were feathers held together by wax. Skipping to the end of the story, Icarus decided he was gonna fly up and give Helios a high five, by which I mean he flew up real high and the sun melted the wax. The end of the story is usually split one of 2 ways. Some people say that he just fell to his death, and others say that the gods took pity on him and turned him into a bird. They like their birds. Arachne, good old Arachne. Arachne was renowned for her ability to weave and sew and all the textiles things. Athena was the goddess of textiles among all her other pursuits, and became completely jealous of just how good Arachne was at it. Are you seeing a theme with the gods here? The jealousy theme? Yeah. So Athena challenged Arachne to a weaving competition to prove who was the best once and for all, and she lost. On top of that, Arachne made her tapestry with lots of images of the gods' indiscretions and romantic exploits. Yeah, basically Arachne wove nudie-roody pictures of all the gods throughout hers. Athena was angry and embarrassed and promptly turned Arachne into a spider. But this wasn't the act of mercy, no. That came later. Athena felt guilty for having turned Arachne into a spider, and instead of just making her human again, she gave Arachne webs so that she could still weave even while in spider form. And then of course the story of Harmonia and Cadmus. The short version of the myth is that Harmonia is the daughter of Aphrodite and Ares, and when she got married to Cadmus, all the gods came to the wedding. It was all a big huge party, and then Dionysus had to go and make a dumb prophecy that one day they were gonna wreck a temple of Apollo. In order to save the young couple from potential punishment at the hands of Apollo, Ares turned them into snakes. Immortal snakes that were to live happily ever after on the islands of the blessed. Snakes. So, in a brief summary of this mythology series so far, gods are bad at disguises and worse at mercy. Thank you again to everyone for all your support during this Geek and Sundry Vlogger search. Stay tuned for the results, which will be announced on August 2nd, your time. I think it's August 3rd. Sometime for me. Hit all the buttony things, and I'll see you next time. Bye.